because he always used to attack it when like defenders.
I think like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on.
I mean, just like Ian Wright said right there, people deluded, I'm back again. Now you can all see the title of the vid. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 4, Arsenal 4, Aston Villa 2, 6-goal thriller. Arsenal have returned to collecting 3 points. We've temporarily stopped our, our poor little rat of form. I say temporary because, we haven't, we've got 1 win in whatever many games. Let's go and put that positive ratio in a positive scenario, people. Boy, emotional game of football, and we don't make it easy for us. If we had to describe that game, it must have been fantastic for the neutrals, but it's it's the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we've seen we can be our best friends or our worst enemies. First things first, you want the 3 points first, then you want to dissect what you could have done better. Same issues are still plaguing us. Lovely from Zinchenko to score, but he should have done better for that goal. Lost the ball cheaply. We're caught on the transition, and we could have done collectively better as a team. For me, the second goal is terrible. They've cut us open in 8-9 passes, from back to front, from their goal to us. So we could have done a lot better there. I think on the transition, we were losing a bit of duels. I feel, Jorginho did well, but I think Jorginho, Xhaka, and Odegaard in midfield, at least until the summer, we have to come to accept that they can be overrun. And I won't quite say bullied, but they can be bullied. It's not the most physically imposing. I did think Benjamin White had a good game. I did think, we were just looking for Bukayo Saka to make something. And when you score a cracking goal like Saka, even when he's playing on one leg, he's still doing a madness, and he deserves whatever money him and his agent are asking for, people. Nice to return allegedly to the top of the table, at least temporarily, because I don't check the league table. Nice to get back to winning ways. Nice to walk away with 3 points. And obviously, when the dust settles, it's nice to do that in the emotional circumstances we did. Or not, because I would have loved to have definitely kept a clean sheet, because we've got a good clean sheet record and a good clean sheet record away from home. So it depends where you look at it. Obviously, in terms of what we could improve, the cheap goals, the playing better, starting better. The first half, there was many things. Winning our individual battles, passing with more fluidity, more variety in our play, because it got a bit predictable with Saka, if I'm honest with you. Defending a bit cleaner, a bit crisper, starting and ending the first half well, making the game ultimately less dramatic. So they're the things evidently we could have done, creating more chances, because Eddie, pardon me, didn't have much to do. I felt sorry for Trossard, because whenever he's getting the ball, he's not really in areas he's going to threaten the opposition, really and truly. So they're the things we could have done better. Obviously, we showed great heart. You know me, I love the handbags in it. I love to see how Saka's becoming a villain. He was going to bad up Coutinho. I don't know what Buendia was on, really and truly. And things like that. Shout out Ramsdale for denying Leon Bailey as well. Nice to see Martinelli also bagged. So yeah, they're the things we could have done better. We could have done better. Obviously, the good, you've got 3 points. Doesn't matter how you do it, get 3 points and arrest the bad form. At a point in the game, I would have taken a point because we was losing. So it's nice to see that we've gone from collecting no points to 1 point to obviously 3. It's nice to see that desire, that mentality, because by the same hand, sometimes you will be playing poor and you just need to get a result. And we did that. There was grit, there was determination, there was a fight, and it felt like we clicked into gear at points in that second half and played very well. Jorginho, I've got nothing but praise for it. Could have done better for the goals, but I think he got nothing but praise for him. Felt Xhaka could have done a lot better, and maybe that's one now. Do you put Zinchenko in midfield? Do you do something else in that regards? I think Benjamin White played well. I think Saka evidently. I think people here, he's never going to be the guy, but I don't think he had much service, and I don't want to praise players for working hard, but I think he did work hard. So I think we showed grit, I think we showed determination, I think we showed a willingness to win. Ultimately, we got 3 points. We dug in deep, and we, when you work hard, you get that positive luck in it. So it's nice to see in a thrilling game that we've come out on top, really, and arrested that bad form where we didn't win, obviously, against Everton, against Brentford, maybe VAR did its job, or against City. So it's nice to do that. I want us to go on a bit of an unbeaten run. I think it's going to be easier said than done, but in no order. You've got Everton, Bournemouth, Leicester, Fulham away, Southampton, Leicester next week. We need to go on a winning run now, at least until April, the opening April. I think we've got Leeds the first game of April. Then we obviously play Liverpool. And then at one point, I think we've got Chelsea, City, Newcastle relatively close. So to give ourselves half a chance of achieving the big one, that's what we need to do, really. You hope Nottingham Forest can get something against City. I'm probably not hoping for that. But yeah, people, we're own worst enemies. You know, we've showed the grit, the determination. We've shown we're still a bit naive, you know, and a lot of things that we can improve, that we need to improve on, not just this season, but going into next season. It shows, you know, obviously when you're missing Gabriel Jesus and Partey, it shows what they give you in the game. You know, Partey's physicality, Jesus's ability to make something out of nothing. We have become a bit predictable, really, at times. You know, it was just Zinchenko trying to make something happen, even though it weren't really happening at a point, and really just Saka. So there was a lot more we could do. As I said, for me in the first half, first 10 minutes, I think we, you know, obviously we started in the terrible things. Zinchenko's caught on the court, ramping in possession. We're caught on the transition. I felt it was a good reaction to concede with Saka's goal, but we need to be a lot tighter. We was very open. And even in the second half, when we looked a bit knackered and tired, I was begging Arteta to bring some fresh legs, because it looked like the game could have went against us, really. And the second goal, to be killed in 9 or 10 passes for a team that's improved to the way we have based on what we've done as a team so far, weren't really good. At halftime, I think we've been bullied, really. Not bully is probably an exaggeration, but I think we've been bullied. I think we're poor on the transition. I think only 3 players for me, and really Saka, Benjamin White, and Jorginho to a degree. Shout out to Eddie, really look up for it. Zinchenko's trying. I'm not saying Saliba and Gabriel are trying, but I'm only seeing 3 players, and you've got 11 players out there. My thoughts is Saka can't do it each and every time. As I said, the goals we've conceded, it shows midfield, you know, they're either being bullied, they're not tracking runners, and I think that's something we have to accept with our midfield until the summer. And in the, you know, at half time, the only thing we've really done better is possession, and possession don't mean anything if you don't take your chances. We've had 68% of the ball to 32 with them, 2 shots, 2 on target. They've had 4 shots, 2 on target. We've had 3 corners. We've not done much, really and truly. Second half, we did well to score at vital times. Zinchenko's made up for his mistake and scored at a vital time. Eddie could have had an assist. Odegaard kind of going through the motions in the game for me. Yeah, the passes are there. And when you watch the game again, you do see what Odegaard does even on the worst of days. But for the way for the quality he has, for the way he's been playing this season, for his output in front of goal, I'm pretty sure against Everton, he missed a simple chance as well. He should be scoring in it. Fortunately, we've won the game and we're not sitting back and losing 2-1 or it being 2-2 and thinking, what if? With Odegaard and that opportunity, but we kept going. Jorginho, lovely goal to score. You got to give him that. Yeah, it's come off the back of Martinez's head, and once a gooner, always a gooner. But come on, man, you got to give Jorginho that. I've seen people credited with goals for doing way less. He's licked it with the outside of his foot. And it's a cracking finish from him, and he deserves that, man. There's Jorginho's goal. I don't care what the Prem says, really. Jorginho needs to appeal that. And it's obviously lovely that Martinez has gone up for the corner, trying to be Schmeichel, and we've counter-attacked, and Fabio Vieira and Martinelli off the bench have made the subs look good, because people criticize Arteta with his subs, made that look good. Obviously, Vieira's got an assist. Martinelli scored. I think Martinelli needs to put the hand bandage back on and he'll start scoring a lot more, really. So it's lovely that on our worst of days, not quite our worst of days, but we've managed to dig in deep, get the 3 points. But you know, it's nice to arrest our form, but we go again. You know, we enjoy what's left today. We travel back to London from Birmingham or West Midlands or wherever, and we focus on Leicester, because we need to defend a lot better. We need to start games a lot better. We need to finish games a lot better. We need to win our individual and collective battles a lot better. You know, stuff that has been plaguing us in our little barren run. Now we've got a win. We reset. Hopefully now this means we go on a run of winning games now. We just go again, really and truly. It weren't the best. It weren't amazing. When we removed the emotion and the euphoria of, clearly, you know, for the neutrals, it must have been a crazy game. So Lord knows what me and other Arsenal fans were going after. We just need to forgive ourselves for what we did bad, take the good and make it that much better. You know, on another day, this could have went either way. We're lucky Emre kind of cowered towards the end of the game, really. And I can't even remember if Ramsdale saved that shot from Bailey and someone else. But either way, these margins could have went with us. But we earned our luck. We dug in deep. You know, we turned it around in the second half. Now can we just be better in the next game? As I said, it doesn't matter how you do it. Just get the 3 points first. Then we look at where we could do better. And I do think it raises in question, you know, I'm not here to scapegoat anyone, but Granit Xhaka in particular has been poor the last few games. I'm kind of reluctant to remove Granit Xhaka when Partey's not there, but could you put Zinchenko in the middle and go with Tierney? Could you do many other denominations of that, really? So people, individually, we need to arrest our poor form. We need to stop going through the motions. We need to get back to those high standards that we set. It's also lovely with Zinchenko's goal to actually score from a set piece as well, really. We ain't done that in a hot minute off the top of my head. Gabriel was unlucky with a header. I think my centre-halves did well today. Credit to Villa, because you made it difficult for us. You rattled failed us. You know, Martinez took a leaf out of Edison's book and done well to get booked when he got booked. You know, Edison on Wednesday got booked a lot quicker than you. And I think teams are starting they're starting to realize how we play in it. You know, we'll give you opportunities. You can take advantage of our high line. Obviously, you double up against our wingers. That's half the job done. We're not going to cross the ball consistently. And I think in the summer, if we could get, you know, maybe a 6-foot striker where we could be a bit more direct, if we could get a couple, well, definitely a physical number 6 and a number 8 to do what we've got to a bit better, we could advance as a team, really and truly. Bit unfortunate I never got to see Smith Rowe off the bench, but we got our 3 points and now we can sit back and enjoy what else is going on in the world of football. Please, people, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you can, turn on your notifications, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts on the game, who you think played well, what you think we did well, what you think we did bad, who you think played bad. Football's a subjective game of opinions, and I'm happy to share my love of football with you lot, Arsenal fan or not. You lot, subscribe, hit the like button, stay blessed, stay safe, enjoy what's ever left of your weekend. We did what we needed to do. Come on, you Gunners.
So it's always that active and defending.